Welcome everybody to Next Gear Racing. I've got Rocky with me tonight. How are you, Rocky?
Yeah, good, Beanie. Good to be here.
That's good, mate. That's good. All right, we've got Div2 Porsche Cup tonight. So this is the second time the Div2 have been on their own, separated out from the Div1 a couple of rounds ago. And it was a great race last round, Rocky.
That was a fantastic race.
I really enjoyed seeing the Div2 boys be able to, go their hardest without, at their own speed. You know what I mean?
I think they really hit their straps.
Oh, 100%.
Some really good battles.
And just in the background, I'll just let everyone know, one of our drivers, Mickey, this is some of his set from SoundCloud. If you get on there and check out Mickey, he's one of our drivers, as I said, in Next Gear Racing. It's some awesome tunes. Love his stuff. So get on and give him a follow on SoundCloud as well. But yeah, coming up tonight, as I said, we've got the Div2. So we've got a few drivers on track already. So we've got Peter Brock's mate, PBM, Lightning's out there. They're close in time already. Rock, there's only, 100th separating them already just in practice. Got Dutchy out there and X-Man as well.
Yeah, they're all getting some quality laps in. Shows the depth of the field as well to be that close already.
Yeah, well, so we did see Lightning had been racing, as I said, in the main group. He did one race in Div 1. Young fella decided he'd head back to Div 2, but he should be looking for a big performance tonight, dropping back in with these boys, and he has set some very fast laps over the season, so I'd be expecting him to really push against PBM, who's, as you can see, got the purple numbers on the car tonight. He's leading the Div 2 championship, and X-Man's just come out and absolutely obliterated them with a 217.
Team Red.
I thought you'd be happy with that, mate.
We'll stop the clock tonight, shall we?
You just leave it there, you reckon? You're done?
I think I'll be happy with that.
Put the Q in the rack, mate. Q in the rack.
Yeah,
let's go up and just have a quick look at him here. So here he is out on track. He is looking sharp in that red Porsche.
He's looking sharp and smooth. So we'll see what X can do tonight in the race and see if he can really take it up to PBM, and Chook had a strong race last week as well. So keen to see what the boys can do.
A little bit different this month though. We've got a bit of an open track. Last round was high speed ring for anyone that wasn't here. So obviously a bit of a tighter track, less chance to come off the track, but more chance for potentially damage. So it'll be interesting to see how the boys respond to the difference tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit more of a technical track at Spa here for sure. And even some of the Div 1 drivers struggled last week, as we know.
Yep.
Came unstuck in a few places. So
anyone in particular, Rock, like first lap sort of thing, do you think, or?
Yeah, there's a couple of the drivers, or one of the drivers came unstuck first lap.
Yeah,
ran out of talent early. So these boys are professionals. They'll do a much better job this week.
I hope they do, mate. I hope they do.
Especially the red boys. We need some points.
Yeah, well, so speaking of the drivers, Rock, I'll just bring up some driver standings here. So we've got, as I said, Division 2 last round. As you said, Chook had a great outing. He got pole position. PBM, though, got fastest lap and the win of the race, which was great for Green Fury and for PBM. And as I said, he was stoked with that, and as he should be too. So if you can see the driver standings there, we've got PBM in first on 48 points. Oz Tartan from Jank My Crank, who's yet to join the lobby, but he's on 39. X, your boy out there with his fast lap, is in third. Chook, as we said, in fourth. Now, he didn't start the first round, so he is a round down on points, so he could be further up the ladder. Lightning, as I said, dropped back. So again, last round he was in Div1, so the points a little bit harder to come by. And so he's finished down the order a bit. Then we drop back to Fender from Jank My Crank. Smarty, who I said's not racing tonight. Playing it cool. Dutchy, who joined late in the season, but he had a third in last round too, so he did quite well, got on the podium. Philo, and then Boohoo, who is yet to leave the pits for a start, but we'll see who goes up where tonight, mate.
Yeah, it's all looking pretty tight there, isn't it? Plenty to play for.
Mate, it's all to play for, and I think what we noticed last round was a little bit more motivation from the boys, noting that they could, fight for podiums. I think that just gives a little bit more inspiration, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Going for that big result and the big race win, the big W, that's what we all want.
It's absolutely what we want. And if you haven't been following us along too, what we also run here is, as sort of Rocky and I have been alluding to, there's some team championships at stake. So Furious 4, your team, Rock, are in front at the moment on 190 points, followed by my team, Green Fury, on 186. Jank is on 174, dropping back from second last round. Pink Posse, who started late, are coming with a wet sail now on 126.5. Shadow Warriors. Sorry, bro?
Yeah, aren't they what? They're going.
Yeah. They had a big outing. Boxy in Div 1 on last Wednesday night had an absolute stellar drive and finished second. He killed it. So, they're doing really well. Shadow Warriors got the biggest points haul in Div 1 last Wednesday. Hammer and Daddy, Mac got most points. Unfortunately, Willie wasn't available, and Happy really held the flag for Team.com and got his points. And No License got a few points there for Silent and Deadly and kept them in the hunt. So some paddock highlights. We've got Lightning joins Pink Posse this round. Shadow Warriors had a huge points haul in Div 1. Can Dutchy add to that for them and continue their move up the ladder? Pink looking to close the gap on Jank. With Jank not performing in Div 1, they have a lot of work to do in Div 2 to stay out in front of Pink. And Green Fury hoping PBM and Smarty can push Green to the lead. Unfortunately, as I said, Smarty's not out tonight, so there is a lot at rest here on PBM's shoulders. But I think he's up to it, Rock.
Yeah, absolutely. He's shown that in the last race, and I think it shows with the two divisions. There's plenty to play for the Team Cup as well.
Yeah, for sure, mate. That's what it's all about. It's about the Div 1 drivers trying to get in, help the Div 2 drivers get their skills up, help them, progress their driving, be more consistent, better lap times, and contribute to those team points.
Yeah, absolutely. Just see the brake glow of PBM there as he came into the corner. Nice dark out on track.
Good stuff. So we will reset the lobby before qualification back to the sun, but we just let the boys run through the full 50 minutes of race time to warm up and get ready. Speaking of that as well, just bring up the race information here for you. So qualifying procedure is a 5-minute quali with a 180-second extra, so you can get that last lap in. Drivers only one outlap. On outlap must stay off the racing line. You get one outlap and one flying lap only. Once you've left the pits, it is game on. You do not get to return and go back out again. We're in the Porsche 911 GR3. All upgrades except turbo and intercooler with a 509 brake horsepower max. It is a 50-minute race. We are on tyre wear 8 tonight. Fuel consumption 3. Refuel rate of 1 litre per second, meaning, Rock, the guys that can save fuel out there will also save time in the pits.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big advantage. And we saw with the Div 1 races that two distinct strategies sort of played out, didn't they?
They did, mate, yeah. And then we got that under the strategy watch there. We've got one stop on hard tyres with some fuel saving, or a 2-stop on medium tyres with full send. That's how you like to race it, don't you, buddy?
Yeah, but comes unstuck sometimes. High risk, high reward.
That's it.
But it's good. In our previous races, we've seen the two strategies converge towards the end, so it's exciting viewing towards the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely. Pit lane penalties on. Weather is random. We didn't get rain in the Div1 the other night, but thoughts on that tonight?
Well, I was very much hoping for some rain in the end after some misadventure on the first lap. But if the rain comes out, it will test the boys. That's for sure. It can be a tricky track, and as the tyre wear starts to pick up, we get a bit of a sprinkle or some rain. That will definitely test the boys.
Yeah, 100%. I know
it'll be interesting for us, that's for sure. But
yeah, Spa in the wet can be very, very slippery. I'm just waiting on a few more boys to join the lobby. We've got 15 minutes before quali, so there's still a little bit of time.
Just looking at the times here, we've got Dutchie's popped in with a reasonable lap as well. Lightning's got a really good lap. X has still got his 2:17 in there, so there's some good fast times in practice.
Looks like Fender's gone in for some fuel.
Yep. Once we move into quali, that's where we really see who's up and got the fast laps ready to go. And like you mentioned before, Beanie, it's high risk, high reward. You get one shot at it.
That's it, mate. There's no second chances. It's all or nothing at that point.
Yep. Yeah, I'm getting really keen to see how this quali session's going to play out and who's sitting where, and if anyone's starting out of position, that makes for an interesting start as well.
Yeah, well, that's sort of what we saw a little bit in Div 1, wasn't it? The quali really bought you that ticket to the event, and then it was about how you capitalise in the race from there.
Yeah, 100%. It's a long race, as we found out, so it's not being won in the first lap, that's for sure. There's plenty of time and a lot of skill involved to try and make your strategy work.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that brake glow. Fender, is that Fender on track?
That is, mate. That is Fender on track.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the boys now are getting out for their last little bit of practice get their eye in before the quali session starts. Always a good strategy.
Just let everyone have a little bit of a listen to this brilliant set by Mickey, and we'll be back in a minute. All right. We've got about 4 minutes till qualification starts. Don't forget on the live stream, we have got monitoring the live chat. So if you're supporting anyone, want us to give you a shout out on the live stream, Rocky and I are more than happy to do that. Just comment on the stream and we can see that and give you a little shout out. But Rocky, leading into qualification in 3 minutes now, X-Man's definitely, I guess, stamped his authority on these boys in the practice session. Would you agree?
Yeah, he's definitely got a fast time out there. It's a very competitive time. But we know how challenging it can be as well, so I'm very excited to see how this quality session plays out and who's going to come out on top.
Yeah. All right, so we've got Jubby going, let's go Chook. I'm not sure how Jubby's aligned himself to the pink posse, but there you go. Jubby's just started racing with us this week and he's been loving it. He's come in very competitive, very clean racer. He said to me that he's really enjoying it, so that's been good to get him on board and find that time in your busy life schedule to jump in and have a bit of fun. What it's all about, Rock?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see new members come on board and come racing with us.
That's it. There we go. Lightning's just posted a 2:18.1, so not a full reply to X, but certainly showing that he's got some pace in that pink posse car.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see it being close quality.
Don't forget, we can also see some invalidation of laps too, Rock.
Yeah, absolutely. If you overcook it, you can bin your lap quite quickly.
Apparently, it's the sour ale he was drinking prior to the race. That's the alignment for Jubby.
Right.
There you go.
Excellent common ground.
So it looks like Fender might have had a bit of issues here in the warm-up. He's a bit off the pace. I know I spoke to him during the month and his practice times were a lot quicker than that. So maybe getting into the lobby late in the dark played a bit of havoc on him potentially.
I wonder if any of the boys out there are doing a bit of sandbagging as well in a bit of practice session.
Well, that is the other thing, isn't it? All right, we might get this lobby reset, mate, and get them kicked off. Yeah,
I'm ready. There's no pressure tonight for us. We can sit back and watch the show.
It's beautiful, isn't it? All right, there we go. So we've got the lobby reset. Just let those boys tick in, and then we'll get the qualification started. You feeling confident for Red tonight, Rock?
Well, after X-Man's practice lap, he's looking like he's got the speed, that's for sure. It was a very competitive lap. But PBM and Chook are not to be underestimated, and Dutchy's there too. He's got some fast laps in him as well, I reckon.
Just check.
And Lightning's passed it and posted a quick one as well.
Yeah, all right, they've all got the right tyres on, so that's a positive. All right, let's kick off quali.
Here we go.
Here's where the magic happens. Let's see who goes out here. First? Oh, there we go.
Well, there's a flurry, there's a couple out there.
They're very eager to get out.
Oh, Dutchy's out there. X is out there. PBM a shot at the pole here too, I think.
Yeah, I think there's a few of them here, right, that are probably going to give this a shake-up. Jason's wasted no time. X has gone out here. He's keen to, I think, to stamp his authority on this and get this back.
Well, we know what it's like to get a good time in practice too, don't we? You know, you're feeling confident, you're ready to get out there and take the lap.
100%, mate, 100%. Especially if you've done a good time in practice, right? Like that just gives you that confidence coming into the quality.
I mean, you want to replicate it, don't you?
Yeah, so got Dutchie on his outlap. X is then behind him. PBM is just holding back there by the looks, just giving some space. Then we've got Lightning. That is a beautiful livery he's put on that Porsche, by the way.
He's done a great job on that livery. Looking very
Oi, there we go. Warming those tyres up. Lightning, mate. There's a high tyre where you're gonna cook them before your lap. Playing it cool's already picked up a penalty. Fender back here, and then we've got Chook here just bringing up the rear, pecking at their heels maybe.
I think so. I like what you've done there. I see the nice little bit of shake and bake on the back of his car there. So,
we've got a bit of a PBM fan in the chat too, mate. I think it actually could be his wife here that's giving him a bit of a comment, but hopefully she's watching and he might get the spoils after the race if he doesn't get them during. All right, we've got Dutchie out now on the flying lap, so he's the first of our drivers here. Let's just have a look how he attacks this lap here. Rock?
Seems like he got the power down pretty well there. He's getting a good run down to our Rouge. Let's see how he goes through.
A little bit of a lift, but is he going off track limits there? I'm not sure.
He might just have held that.
I think he's okay. X has come up. He's fine. Here we go. PBM attacking in Rouge. So this is where I think you're going to see a few time penalties tonight. We certainly saw that in Div1, and he's come up very clean. He's done that very well. How does Lightning attack it? A little bit of a lift there, I feel like I heard, and he's come through unscathed.
Nice and clean.
Oh, gets in a bit sideways, but the arse is playing out there a little bit. Oh, Fender attacking that. And here we go. Chook got pole last round, so he'd have to have his confidence up, surely.
Kept his speed up.
All right, they're through.
Dutchie going out in front here.
So he's coming down to the end of his lap. He's definitely pushing the tyres to their limits here.
Yeah, this is an important exit here to carry this all the way down to the chicane.
Seems like he got through there pretty well.
There's a bit of time to be had in how you negotiate this chicane coming up here as well, isn't there, Benny?
Yeah, that's it, mate. Especially if you don't spin on the exit, that'll be handy. Oi, there we go. He's locked that up, and he has put that into the wall, and that will be an invalidated lap, unfortunately. Let's see if Jace can get through here. Jace is carrying a time penalty too, and he's spun as well. So, can he clear the track before PBM comes through? Boyson set a 222.
That's very clean through there by PBM.
So he's in the prime position, you'd have to think. He's got a 220.
Straight to the top.
Lightning's coming through here on this will be a quick lap, a 218.
Provisional pole for Lightning.
Playing it cool. Oh, and Fender is very sideways coming through there as well, but these boys won't be on for pole. And where's Where's Chook at? Chook's on a 217. Coming through. 220 will put him into second place.
So he'll start on the front row, Lightning and Chook.
So the Pink Posse take the front row of the grid tonight. And we've got... Okay, so we've got a bit of rain on the track here.
Well, that explains the action down the chicane there.
There we go. So it'll be interesting to see what these boys do. Do they...
Oh, it's proper raining.
It's proper raining, mate. So this is going to replicate during the race. So if the boys... I see the boys here have got some mediums and some softs. Hopefully the word gets out and they throw some wet tyres on, because they're going to get one lap in and this is going to rain. So definitely enters wet weather for me. So hopefully...
I wonder how wet it is out there. It's looking pretty wet. Oh, look at that spray coming off the back.
Yeah. And as we said, you know, like Spa is a very slippery track. So how that will eventuate, we are yet to see, I guess.
Well, it's all for our viewing pleasure, isn't it?
It is going to be chaos here at the start of this race, mate.
It'll be very spicy.
So as qualification just wraps up, as we said, there's 5 minutes and then the 180 seconds at the end there to finish those laps. Just flick up here to Lightning, number 11. That is a very special livery, but he's done enough. Like, this is what we talked about before the race. You know, he's come back down to Div2. He's got a point to prove, hasn't he?
He has. He's kept a cool head with those greasy conditions towards the end of the lap, and he's taken pole and he's got the front seat.
He's done a great job. He has done a great job. So
he's going to be happy with that, surely.
I might get you just to throw in the chat there for me, mate, just to tell them about the tyres. Just get your tyres ready and get them to just throw an R in the chat when they're ready for the lobby to kick off for me, please, Rock.
Yep.
But yeah, as we said, so we've got Pink on the front, Green Fury with PBM in third. We've got Dutchy, Shadow Warrior in fourth, Bender from Jank in fifth, and then your boys in red, 6 and 7. Probably not what you'd expected, especially after X set that blistering lap in practice. I would have thought, you know, he'd be there, but you know, he's followed in your footsteps and he's spun into that chicane. Maybe you gave him too many tips, Rock.
I hope I haven't given him the wrong one.
You've given him all the wrong tips, mate. I don't know.
It's a long race.
It is, mate. It is. Yep.
The boys are cool and calm, and they'll get their eye in and get the race underway.
All right, so we're just waiting on... We've got Lightning, Chook, it's done, Fender's done, X is done, so we're waiting on Playing It Cool and PBM, I think, just to say the signal they're ready, and then we'll kick off the race. There's Playing It Cool, just waiting on PBM. Okay, where's PBM? What's he doing? I think we're just waiting on PBM, aren't we? Well, we've also got in the chat here Lightning's mum giving him a little go Lightning, the Lightning symbol and the gold medal. So she's obviously watching.
Excellent.
For anyone that doesn't know, Lightning's mum is also my wife. So she might be watching for two reasons. I don't know if it's to watch Lightning race or to watch me commentate, or maybe both.
Surely she's got a vested interest in Lightning's race, as that's the primary focus.
Possibly, mate. Possibly.
I
All
noticed
right.
Lewis Hamilton had his mum at the race on the weekend, and he did all right. So it's a
It
good
could
omen.
be. It could be his event. This could be his event. All right. We're ready to kick off. Are you ready, Rock?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay. Let's go, mate. Here we are. I'm excited. Mickey, go. No, it's not Lightning's wife, Mickey. It's my wife, Beanie's wife. It's Lightning's mum. So that's a bit weird, but that's okay, bro. All right. I'll just turn the race info on. We'll get rid of these drivers' names.
There we go.
All right, we're off. Oh, PBM's out on the ripple strip already. All right, we're going.
We're away.
So how do we think these Pink Posse boys, this is their first race together in the same team, how do they tack this off the front, mate?
It'll be interesting to see, but if they can manage to work together and pull a gap, it'll work out very well to start the race for these boys.
Yeah, it'll be basically their race to lose if that happens, won't it? You know, if they just gap the field here and work together, then...
If they can manage to get away and work together.
Okay, so Chook said, mate, I'm not hanging around, I'm going through.
He's pulled the boss card, has he?
Certainly looks that way. So he's pulled out almost a second lead on Lightning already, and then we've got a half a second back to PBM. PBM's got a half a second back to Dutchy. We've got X right on his tail. We've got then a second back to Playing It Cool, and then 1.5 seconds back to Fender. So
looks like Lightning's out there.
What's happened there? X has come off the track. Right. So it's all happening. It's all happening in this first lap.
I wonder if it's still a tad breezy out there or not. It looks very sunny. I notice Lightning's out there on intermediate tyres, so I wonder if that's the reason it's gone through.
Has anyone else sort of adopted the wetter tyres, Rock, or are they all on mediums, hards, something like that?
They're all on mediums and hards by the looks.
Yeah, right. So if the rain does come down like we think it will around the end of this lap, lap 2, sorry, it was in quali, Lightning can stay out and he will shoot ahead here.
He'll be the wrong seat if the rain comes down for sure.
100%.
He's got PBM on his tail, he's chasing.
So Chook's pulled out the lead because he's on the slick tyres. Looks like PBM might get him down the straight here. Maybe not. No, Lightning's got a great run out of that corner.
He has. He'll be praying for rain. Those inters won't be liking the dry track.
No, they'll be struggling. But it was only the 2 laps of quali and we saw the rain, so we should be expecting it. We have got Mickey saying he would like to be a guest commentator appearance. Mate, sure, happy to have you on board. Get you in, get amongst it.
Absolutely.
And Jubby saying, wonder who's on what tyres and team orders. So I think we've answered that for you, Jubby. Lightning's the only one on inters, the rest have gone out on slicks. So that'll be interesting to see what this weather does. And we can see those clouds are starting to come in already, Rock.
Yeah, this will be very interesting here. Lightning needs his tyres to hold on, and then I think he'll be loving life.
He'll certainly be able to shoot off. So we got, PBM's picked up a penalty. He's 3.5 seconds off Chook. Chook's. So this will be interesting to see where they are on the track when the rain starts to come down if they're not keeping an eye on it.
Looks like Dutchy's on some hards, so he looks like he's going for the long run.
Okay.
And everyone else looks like they're on the mediums.
We've got Turtle jumping in saying, glad Div1 paid for the no rain feature. I am as happy as you are about that as well. After watching how slippery that was at the start, that would not have been enjoyable, I don't think. All right, so it hasn't started raining yet, I don't think, has it? Chook's not got his windscreen wiper on. So he's past the pit entry. He has to do a whole nother lap. If it rains now, he's out there on the slicks, and that will be a nightmare.
I think that's 6.5 second lead at the moment.
He is gapping this field. Lightning's pitting. Lightning is pitting. This is huge. If it rains, I don't know if you can check the weather, Rock, but if it looks cloudy to me, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I think the dry track, his inters were suffering pretty badly.
Okay.
Probably had to come in. The weather hasn't probably worked out for Lightning at the moment, but it's a long race.
So we've got PBM's just pulled that lead back from Chook a bit, so it was out to 6.8. Oh no, it's back out to 6.4. Wow, did that? Geez, that just shot back out again. And Fender is up in third, and he is reeling PBM in. It's down to a 2.8 second gap now, and it is raining.
He's got the wipers on.
Has he got the wipers on because it's raining, or has he bumped the button?
Looks like there's a bit of rain coming down to me.
Yep, it is. It is raining. So Lightning's pitted and put in, taken his inters off, and he could have used them and just driven off. So he's made a bit of a mistake there.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the boys handle this. Wet track on slicks. It's going to be tricky for him.
So where's Chook? He's just about to come around to the pit entry, and no, he's not. Is he?
One off the track.
Oh no, he's coming down the back. This is going to be interesting, coming around this fast left-hander on slicks in the wet. That is going to be a nightmare. Oh, look at him go. Here he goes.
This is where you want calm hands just to get back to the pits. Get some grooves on those tyres and get back out again.
Did you say calm hands, mate?
Want some calm hands at the wheel when it's wet.
Thanks for the clarification.
No big sudden movements.
Oh, there's
PBM.
Oh, he's come off, has he? No, he's stayed on the road, but Boyson doing some donuts here. Dutchie's doing some wild donuts.
Chook's gone around as well in the front.
He has not.
He has. Right where I went off.
So these boys are making their way around.
They're finding it. Is anyone pitting? No one's pitting.
So PBM's gone past the pits. What do they know that we don't know?
I don't know.
Chook can't get his car straight.
No.
So PBM's shot off now into the front. How's he going to handle this corner in the wet? This is ludicrous.
Boyson's in, Dutchie's in. He's read the conditions.
Okay, so Dutchie and Fender have come in. Geez, Fender's used some petrol on those first few laps. He's 10 litres down on Dutchie.
Maybe the boys on track feel like the rain's
PBM's off again at the top of a rouge, and here comes Chook. Oh, this could end in disaster. Oh, he's got around him.
An interesting region joint. I love the livery on PBM's car. It's very aggressive. I like it.
That's actually someone in the PBM camp has said the paint job on Peter Brock's mate and the Italian, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to think of it, but I've got no idea, mate, honestly. So Chook shut off. You said he didn't pit, so he's still on the slicks. He's 4.5 seconds back to PBM.
Lightning's coming.
Well, he's smart. He should be in.
What's the saying? The right tyres at the right time, Penny.
For the right driver. We've got Turtle going, this is stressful. Flashbacks of Red Bull, mate. Red Bull was an absolute chaos fest, that race.
Wasn't it what?
I feel like the rain stopped though.
Maybe the boys that pitted had the feeling that that was going to be the case.
Maybe Chook and PBM have gone, you know what? Like, I think we can get through this. So, but Boyson pitted and he is flying on those the wet tyres. I don't know if you put wets or inters on.
He's on inters and he's dropping 3 or 4 seconds a lap on Planet Cool.
Yeah, and Planet Cool's just locked right up. So I still think Dutchy's done the right thing here. Did Fender put the wets on as well, didn't he? He must have, because he's driving way too...
Yeah, Fender's on inters.
Then you got Lightning coming back here now. And what's happened to X, mate? He's minute 26 off the pace. He hasn't pitted, has he? Yeah, no, he's done a 4:08 third lap. And he is struggling up there. So PBM's caught right up to Chook now, and we're looking to see what these boys do, because they've got Dutchy right on their tail on the inters, really finding some pace with those groove tyres.
He's moving.
And this was your top three from last round. It was a different order, but same drivers, and they are back in the front, pushing through this.
You sort of get the sense Dutchy here is in a bit of the box seat, because it's going to be a drying track for a few laps.
Oh, that is some sketchy driving from Chook there. Pushing Dutchy wide, but he's made it stick. Look, it's going to depend how quickly this track dries, because as you know, you get a dry line, but you can't pass off that dry line without really risking it. So he is definitely going to be in the box seat for the next few laps, though it does look like the sun is coming out. So hopefully this dries up quickly and we can get back to some steady racing. Rock?
You know what this has done, Benny? It's thrown the strategy into chaos for all these drivers as well. They're gonna have to
absolutely. So we've got Fender right on their tail, showing that pitting and putting those wet tyres on. Oh, Fender is an absolute... So here we are. Fender is... Let's get on. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Fender. Oh. No care in the world.
How did he hold that?
I don't know. He has just licked the post, licked the stamp, and absolutely sent that past PBM there.
Hasn't he? What? He's just not even looked back.
We've got Jubby here. This is absolutely epic. Wow. They stayed out. Need a dry line fast. Well, Fender's hoping it stays wet. Dutchy's hoping it stays wet. Dutchy's pulled an 8-second lead out on Fender, who's got a 2.5-second lead back to PBM. Dutchy has taken off down the road. He wants this wet all day long. Jubby, no dry line.
Yeah, look, the dry line's starting to form, I think. You can sort of see the tyre wear on Dutchy there already. Those inters.
So these two are banking, I'd say, Rock, on the fact that they're going to take one less pit stop in the race, right? They're trying to stick to their strategy. Oh, and there goes PBM into the wall. Lucky it's only light damage in Div2, mate. Otherwise, they'd be spending an hour in the pits.
Well, these are decisions you have to make on the fly, isn't it? If it starts raining, you've got to work out whether you want to come on, take the pain and get on the right tyres. High risk being out there on slicks when it's wet.
Very high risk. Very high risk.
Well, Fender's eating into Dutchy's lead here a little bit.
He's got a 0.5 second penalty. How's Dutchy going out here? I love the livery he's got on here. Actually, all the Shadow Warrior drivers seem to have, I don't know if it's just the black lends itself to such a nice livery, but that is a very nice looking livery, isn't it?
Oh, it's like a stealth fighter, just out there in front.
I know Hammer and Daddy's livery in Div1, they're both very nice liveries. I do like that Hammer pays homage to the Green Fury with his green rims. I do have a soft spot for that. But they are nice liveries. So Dutchy holding this at around that 8 seconds from Fender, but Fender's definitely not letting him get away from him now. He's going after him. Then we've got Chook back 9 seconds. PBM with that accident back there's 13 seconds. So Dutchy's pulled 30 seconds out. I think that's going to be more than a pit stop for PBM to pull back. Playing it cool. Another 8 seconds back. Lightning only 2 seconds back. You said Lightning put the wets on, didn't you?
He's back on inters now, yeah. So he's sort of lost that one pit stop. Boys.
Yeah, it's a shame he didn't just back himself and stay out on the inters.
Yeah, you got to make these split decisions in the moment, don't you?
Yeah, 100%, mate. And I think, you know, what I've been learning over the last few rounds is once you've made your decision, you just got to back yourself and ride it out. And it's when you don't back yourself, that's when you can really come unstuck and you make a poor decision on a poor decision, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to drive confidently and own your decisions, like I say.
So X must be still on the slicks because he is not putting in fast lap times, and I think he could be driving Miss Daisy. Can we get a look inside? Is she in there with him? I'm not sure. But
well, the good news for some of these boys that stayed out on slicks is their tyre wear's not very high. So they might be able to stretch out and salvage something. I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, that's another thing we're thinking about, strategy on the fly, mate, as we go through this. But we'll jump back up and just have a bit of a look here at Dutchy. So he's pulled nearly 17 seconds. So he has... Okay, and we've got Chook past Fender back here. So where are they at now? So it definitely must be getting a dry line back because Chook's driven past Fender and is now pulling away from him.
Yeah, Fender's inters are cooked. They're fully cooked.
They're fully cooked, right? Okay. So Lightning's pitted. Lightning's pitted again. So he's seen that the inters aren't working now, and he's come back in. So how's Dutchy's tyres going, matey? He's got that big lead, but
yeah, they're cooked as well.
They're cooked,
the
right?
Yeah, so they're all going to have to come in these wet roads.
All right. So Chook could be the balls to stay out there, which is ironic given his nickname, and chickens don't have big balls or any balls because that's roosters. But he's used his big balls. He stayed out there on the slicks, and this could end up paying off for him in big dividends. As you said, his tyres are quite fresh still, are they?
Yeah, Chook's looking pretty good on the tyre front and the fuel front. So I wonder if he's been doing some fuel saving out there as well.
Well, he's not been on the throttle, mate, because you can't put the throttle down with no traction, right? So the byproduct of that is going to be he's going to have saved fuel.
Yeah, so that's definitely the case. He saved some fuel.
So he's pulled that back to 12 seconds. So he's just eating time off of Dutchy at the moment. That's rain again?
It looks like it, yeah.
I can hear it, mate. That is absolute rain again.
They're all gonna.
Oh, this is outrageous. This is great viewing. Oh, I'd hate to be driving it, but I'm loving sitting back and watching these boys have to deal with this.
Lightning's copped the raw stick. He's come out on hards and it started raining on pit exit.
Oh no. He is going to be hating this.
Lady Dutchy's not been kind to Lightning today.
Chook's gone past the pits. He does not want other tyres.
No.
Maybe he didn't buy wets, Rock. Maybe he doesn't own a set of non-slick tyres.
maybe it's a tight budget down there at Pink Posse.
They're on budget restraints. Hooey, give them some money, mate. They need some. Lightning's used all the Pink Posse tyres up. That's what it is. So Boyson's come in. Looks like he's put. So PBM's called it. He's like, nah, I'm done. I'm not running on slicks anymore. I want. Surely he's not going to put slicks on. He's going to put some treaded tyres on.
You'd have to think so after the last couple of laps. Dutchy's out. He's on inters again. He's timed that beautifully, Dutchy.
So here we go. PBM. I think he's got slicks, unless that's just the image on the screen. That they definitely put slicks on his car.
He's on mediums. PBM's come out of mediums.
What is going on with these two?
He's going to try his luck.
I think it's stopped raining again, has it?
I like the confidence.
Okay, well...
PBM's picked up a 3-second hit penalty by looks.
So Dutchy is again reeling Chook in, hand over fist, being on the inters.
Second the corner, he's really mid.
That's huge. Like, he'll be on him in no time. Then you got... Just trying to work out what is going on. Oh, so Lightning we said... So PBM's also got a 3-second penalty. Lightning we said pitted, put hards on. He's probably going to have to pit again. Oh, we're playing it cool. Mowing the grass out there. He is obviously struggling. We've got Fender coming out of the pits on intermediates. X is, I don't know what he's doing.
He's going again.
He's going around. What are these?
No, he's coming.
No.
Come in chicane here,
surely, look how slow he is going. He is definitely got to be pitting. Yeah, he's got to be pitting. All right, Lightning's right there behind him. What's Lightning going to do? No, Lightning's going again. He said, I've tried the inters. They were terrible. I'm stuck on slicks now. So
the inters sold Lightning out today.
Dutchy has caught Chook. He's now past Chook. But again, how does this track start to dry up? When does the... So Chook hasn't pitted yet, has he? He has stayed out.
He's hanging his Chook balls out there and he's going for it.
His little Chook pellets.
Oh, I do like that approach. I'm a fan of that approach. Just hang it out there and just own it and go.
Mate.
Just make it work on the way.
You got to sometimes. Like that lap is 57, nearly 58 seconds slower than his best.
Track is drying pretty fast by looks.
This has been chaos for these boys off the start here. We've had dry, wet. It's now drying again. Like, outrageous. I
tell you what, after lap 1, this is the type of race I would have hoped for, but we weren't so lucky.
Well, I mean, define luck, mate.
Matter of perspective.
But we've got Chook here, so let's go back, just have a look at PBM. As I said before, if you haven't been following us, the purple and white numbers, you can see he's different on the window banner. That's because he's leading the championship at the moment. He went back on the slicks as well, didn't he? So
yeah, going by that moisture meter there, Beanie, we're pretty close to slick territory again, I'd say.
Okay, so you think they've, I mean, I guess it depends if it rains again. Yeah, so Dutchy's going to have, oh, here we go. So PBM is closing pretty quickly on the back of Chook here. So whatever setup or TCS he's running at the moment is enabling him to... Who? PBM?
PBM's on in as well. So
right. Okay, so I thought he went back out on the six. So that's why he's reeling in. He's reeling in Chook there. And then it's a... Oh, well, let's just stay with this. I want to see this. Always like a green Fury car passing any other colour.
This is an interesting one. Around the outside. Hold on.
Like a trailer park girl.
That was a clean move, wasn't it?
That was very well done. And see, this is the thing. It's what I was saying before. You can stay out on the slicks, but you can't leave that dry line. Whereas PBM on the inters, he's given himself that opportunity to pass around on the wet because he's got the inters on.
Be interesting to see if some of the inter boys start trying to find a bit of water to cool tyres down soon.
Well,
dry line there.
I have heard a rumour, Rock, that PBM does do his best work in the wet. So I don't know how true that is or not, but that is what I've heard. He's certainly showing he's adept at it at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as he is now 32 seconds behind Dutchy and pulling out off a lead now on Chook. We've got Fender back here, so he's a minute 22 off Dutchy. What is he? He must be on the inters.
Planet Cool. Fender's on the inters and Planet Cool's on the mediums still.
Okay. I feel like there's been this real trepidation to pit and as you said earlier, have the right tyre at the right time. I know it's a long pit lane, but you got to think, like, X here is 2.5 minutes off the pace, off the lead, and he's put... Is he running inters, did you say, sorry, mate, or is he still on the slicks?
X has changed to inters.
Now, right, so he's probably a bit too late, really.
Yeah, had some misfortune at the start of the race, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Lightning the same, right? Lightning just maybe could have backed himself in with the decision there at the start to stay on the inters, and
that was very, very unlucky there for the rain to start coming down as he's coming out of pit lane there, so that's very bad luck.
Yeah.
We can see that, you know, Boyson's been on the right tyre at the right time, and he's out to a pretty big lead at the moment. It's worked out pretty well for him.
So him, Boyson and PBM are both on inters, right?
Yes. So those boys are 1 and 2 at the moment.
So I see Planet Cool's just come into the pits, and I really hope he's not going to be putting inters on.
Well, let's see what he does here. This is his first stop of the day by the looks. Is that right, or has he stopped already?
I think, no, it must be his first stop. He's only got 33% fuel, so... And he's on the slick, so I doubt he stopped previously.
With these conditions, though, all these boys have been for a bit of an excursion off track at one point. There's some banged up bumpers there.
Oh, there is some definite panel damage. I don't know if it's been hailing or not, but there is some definite hail damage on these cars.
Trying to check, is there any grass in these front splitters or not? There's been some rolling out there, hasn't there?
There's definitely no grass left on the side of the track, mate. That's what I can tell you. So this lead about 37 seconds, just holding here for Dutchy at the moment. Not really, not getting bigger, not getting smaller by any great margin. There's definitely a dry line. I can see that now opening up on the track. Funnily enough, X has actually got the fastest lap of this race at a 2:20 so far. So he's definitely got pace.
He's definitely got pace. That weather's just thrown a real spanner in the works.
100%. 100%. So if we go back and just have a look, so we've got PBM here, 20 seconds back to Chook. He seems to have found a bit of rhythm now. But he is on the inters as well, so he's going to have to come back in and pit. They won't last with drying track. You wouldn't think.
These Inter boys, the tyres are getting very close to being fully done. We're an interesting crossroads for the race as to what they do here. Can they make it to the end from here?
So this is where you got to, as you said, think on the fly. You're half race distance, or actually over half race distance on the time. The laps are down because of the rain. If this was me, I'd be slapping some hards on, filling the tank, and running this bad boy to the end.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's the plan, isn't it?
So you got to. Here we go. Dutchie's in. What does he do?
Yeah.
Does he do what we're suggesting, or has he got a different plan in store? And then does PBM follow him in and do the same, or does he continue to roll the dice?
At 41 seconds, he's got a pit stop up his sleeve just about, doesn't he?
Just about. Well, Chook's still a minute off. Like, he won't even catch him.
He's put Inters back on by looks.
Dutchie has.
Dutchie's put Inters on by looks.
No, it won't tell you that. If you're looking at the tree, it won't tell you what tyre they are until they leave the pits.
Oh, it looked like treads they're putting on the car.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think it. I don't know.
He's on Inters.
So Chook actually might get past here. He will because the refuel rate. Because they've got to slow. So PBM's going to be in the pits for quite some time. No, he's got hards on. Dutch's put hards on.
Yeah.
PBM's going to be in the pits for a while because he's down to 17 litres. So he's going to be there, but Chook will have to pit again. He won't get to the end from where he was. Dutchie's still come out 30 seconds in front of Chook. They're both on slicks, but Chook is reeling that in. So Dutchie's down the end of the Camel. Chook's at the start of the Camel. There's 13 seconds between them. You've got warm tyres versus very cold hards on a drying track. This will be excruciating for Dutchie to...
Yeah, Dutchie I think was forced to make a call there as to how much fuel he puts in. This will be interesting come the end of the race, I think.
So you're suggesting to me there, without giving too much away, that he hasn't fully fueled?
Well, I don't know. There's 20 minutes. Was there 20 minutes to go?
There's 20 minutes to go. Yeah.
I think it'll be close. It'll be interesting to watch.
So, Planet Cool is off.
We know Chook's going to have to stop again.
Yeah, so we got Boyson coming around. PBM and Fender still in the pits. PBM might get out in front. Oh, he's filled to 80%.
He's on mediums by looks, so...
So he's decided...
He could, if he's careful, he could run this to the end, I think, couldn't he?
He could. I think he definitely could. I know it's deceiving because we've only done the 12 laps, but we are over 30 minutes through. We're well over half race distance. Looks like Dutchie's tyres have warmed up because Chook has stopped reeling him in as quickly. He's coming down here. Definitely got that dry line. So I'm thinking we'll probably stay dry now to the end. PBM, so he's a minute 34 off Dutchie. That is a big gap to reel in, with Dutchie probably not having to pit again either. I think PBM's done the right thing going the mediums, right? You've got to give it all.
Yeah, he's put enough fuel on board, I think, so he's just got to give it his best crack here.
Yeah, 100%.
Chook's going to have to stop again, I think, and I don't know where he's going to come out.
So you got
Fender straight.
Fender in fourth. He's only 7 seconds off PBM. Lightning back in fifth, so he's 18 seconds, but they're nearly a lap behind. Playing it cool is definitely a lap behind. He's 3 minutes off the lead and skidding up a rouge everywhere. And X is coming into the pits now, so you would think. Well, I don't even know what to think, but he's redone his livery. Actually, I've just noticed that, and that is sensational.
I've put a bit of a shout out to Turtle for some of these Furious liveries.
Mate, we can give a big shout out to Turtle for the Next Gear Racing decal, the Furious 4 decal that you guys run. He's done a great job as one of the admins supporting in the decal department for us, and hoping there's plenty more to come. Although he has been sidetracked with his telemetry at Project Rock, giving everyone the telemetry. So had a few testers in the league, and that'll hopefully go officially public soon for him, and then we can get our hands on it and start to improve our driving with data-based decisions on how we improve.
Absolutely, it's impressive stuff.
It is impressive. I have a few ideas of other apps I'm keen to explore in the future too. He doesn't know that yet though.
Does now.
So we've got Dutchie still out on 18 seconds in front of Chook. Chook's still got a pit. Minute 33 back. Oh, here we go. Fender has put a move on PBM.
Oh, it held up.
Okay, so I don't really know what to think about that at the moment, Rock.
Fender's had some solid car control tonight. That I will say.
So, interesting story. Those that haven't been following on with the league for a while. So Fender only joined this year. He hadn't raced Gran Turismo since probably GT 1 or 2. He, by his own admission, wasn't as quick as he wanted to be. Was struggling with a bit of the track awareness stuff. He's put in time, hasn't he, Rock? Like he is one of the most diligent workers in this league, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's been practicing up this absolute storm, and you can start to see it week in, week out. His improvement has been great to watch.
He puts his hand up for the different series. He gets in and he has a crack, and he, the proof is here showing. This could be a podium for Fender. If Fender gets a podium here, any employer that sacks their employee for not turning up tomorrow is a bum. That's what I'm saying. So there you go. It's a public holiday for anyone watching Next Gear Racing. But no, PBM's taking him back.
Yeah.
And we've got Boxhead here, up the pink, get him Chook.
What's happened there?
So
There's been some contact there, has it? When PBM and Fender.
I don't know. I was just checking the chat, so I missed what happened.
Well, we're coming to the dark fade. You're right.
And we've got Lightning only 2 seconds off the back of this, so he has clawed his way back, and we've got a menage a trois here for 3rd, 4th and 5th. So
Fender's got momentum here for sure, and PBM's lost a bit of momentum here, but I can see Fender's on intermediates here, and I don't think they're going to last.
So is Lightning on slicks, Rock?
Lightning's on hards, and he's all over the back of PBM here.
Right. So how long is he going to be patient here, or is he going to push past? Oh, he's got the lights flashing. I don't think there's any... that is a great move by Lightning.
And he means business, and he's off and away.
All right, so...
This just goes to show that it's a long race, and there's plenty of time to make back in position.
He has driven the wheels off this thing since putting the hards on, and now he's after Fender. Let's just let's jump on board with Lightning and let's just have a listen. So we can see there Lightning has put the pass on Fender now, and now he's on after Chook. So that's his teammate. He's 32 seconds behind. Are we saying Dutchy's got this in the bag at this point, Rock?
Oh, I'm always wary about putting the commentator's curse on Beanie, but he's driven very well with red conditions, and he's a minute 20 in front. It's looking very promising for Dutchy.
So if I'm happy about one thing from a team perspective here, it is that Red are bringing up the rear, because that'll give us the best chance of closing that points gap in the team's standings.
There wasn't much of a gap, that's for sure, so it'll be pretty tight up there on top after this race.
Yeah, so if we just quickly flash back to that and have a look. So there was only 4 points between green and red in that, so that is very close. And Pink Posse, who were 48 points ish off Jank, have only got the one racer in tonight, and Pink are looking at claiming almost maximum points with the second and third at the moment, so they will advance their cause very well up towards taking that third position in the team championship. So Boxy, if you're still there, mate, looks like the Pink team are on the up and up, son. So Fender's in the pit here now, Rock, so he has pitted. So PBM in fourth, chasing down Lightning, Sword maybe not. And Lightning sort of stalled on his chase back to Chook. So let's go up and have a look at Chook. We've got 9 minutes to go in this race, Rock. Dutchy's a minute 17 out. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call this is a Shadow Warrior win. So they've won Div 1 last Wednesday. They're going to win Div 2 again tonight, barring anything untoward happening.
What's happening over there at Shadow HQ?
I don't know what is going on, but they are loving life this month with their victories.
They're going to take out both classes.
Oh, there we go. Chook's a bit sideways. Yeah, it looks at this point. This is what we're looking at, right? Is Shadow Warriors taking out Div 1 and Div 2. And the other thing that we'll call out here is, so Boxy and Pink Posse took out second, and Chook and Lightning are in second and third. So Pink and Black really starting to stamp their authority on this team championship as the year progresses through.
We're doing something right at the moment, so we're going to have to get out there and do some more homework by looks at this, Benny.
Definitely some more practice sessions required, mate.
They're going to be coming for that top spot
very quickly.
We are coming into the phase of the race where it's getting quite dark, as you can see, and I remember from the Div 1 race it started to get a little tricky out there, so we'll see how that plays out. Yeah,
well, we still, like you can see there, Dutchy's running up the non-dry line, and a lapped vehicle there, not giving him much room. See how quickly he gets past just down here. Rouge is not somewhere you want to be battling lap traffic with a non-completely dry track, is it?
The goat track line for a Rouge, you don't want to be veering off that.
He's handled that well, but X has sort of gapped in there, so is X running on? As I said, he's still got the fastest lap of the race with a 2:20, and I don't know if anyone's close to that or not, but it doesn't appear so at the moment. He's still got a minute 16 back to Chook, so with 6.5 minutes to go, I feel like he's definitely got this wrapped up. But X is like he's got a half a second penalty, but he is flying again.
Yeah, he's definitely got pace, X. That's the encouraging thing for Furious 4.
Mate, I've had some conversations with him over the months of this series, and he's definitely, since getting his wheel, loving it more, putting in more time and effort. And I'd love to see him get get some of the chocolates. You know, like that's what I like. It's not about, you know, dominating. It's about sharing it around, and guys that are putting in that time and effort, getting the reward for that time and effort, because that's what keeps you coming back, right? It's that one golf shot you play that gets you back the next week.
Yeah, 100%. You can see the improvement with X, and he's gotten a lot faster, and arguably was on for pole today. So that's the encouraging aspect, and just a matter of time, I think, before he's getting into some of those chocolates.
Yeah, for sure. And as he rolls up here on the back of PBM, so he's flashed the lights at him too. So he's keen to get past.
Yeah. I think his drivers are entitled to push if they've got speed and unlap themselves, and that's what he's done right now. So
yeah, he's done well.
Let's go, boy.
So Dutchy now coming up to lap PBM. So Dutchy has really given us a bit of a masterclass here tonight on how to drive Spa in trying conditions.
Yeah, I think we could almost learn a few things from some of these Div2 drivers. We'll have to start putting Div2 on first. Speaking for myself, obviously.
So, dropping back. So, Lightning's still 31 seconds behind Chook. So, as the track's dried out, even though the night set in and the track will cool off and get a bit greasy, these boys have done well to stick this through. So, do we think Chook's going to have to come back in, or is he just
come in? I think he's come in, and we've missed it.
Right. Okay.
I think he's good to go to the end. I can't see anyone else needing to pit from here. Can you?
Well, I can't see anyone. Data. Oh, there we go. So he's just held on to that.
What is there? 1 lap to go? We're on final lap yet?
No, we've still got 3 and a little bit minutes left of the race. So you'll see Fender just back down the Camel behind him. That gap.
Solid. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much gap changing at the moment. They're just sort of holding position, and you can see him just starting to pull away from Fender a little bit now and gap him back a bit.
I think these boys have done really well to survive these conditions the way they have. They look very tricky.
100%. Yeah. And a lot of like on the fly decisions, right? Where
you're always going to go back and reflect on those, aren't you? But you got to make them at the time.
Yeah.
I can see a sky full of stars, so I don't think there's any more rain coming.
No, I think we will get a dry finish to this race, Rock. But it's definitely been a testing race for them with the rain on and off at the start there, and we've got X in the pits. So he was on softs. He actually hasn't set his fastest lap on the softs though. So
yeah, I think he set those on. Was he on mediums or hards? I think he was on mediums, wasn't he?
Yeah, he might have been. Oh, we've got Dutchy here with a half a second penalty. Not that that'll eat too far into his minute 20 lead. He has really, I don't know if those Shadow Warrior boys have been doing some team practice or not, but he's really shown he means business in this championship.
Yeah, he does. He's definitely read the conditions well today. And
he's just driven well too, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Bit of a masterclass. He
backed himself to be on the inters early and pitted early, and backed himself to just drive that off, and that's exactly what he's done. And the other boys just too many mistakes, too many offs, and that costs more than a pit time. So with only a minute to go, I think Dutchy will get around. He should get around for one more lap, I think. Maybe. He might make a fool of me.
The Pink Posse boys here bringing up the podium. Very strong finish for those boys tonight as well.
Oh, huge for the Pink Posse. As I said, Boxy with the podium in Div1 in second. These boys taking second and third. That's huge for their team championship. Oh, Dutchy's going to pull it up. He's going to pull it up, and he's going to wait for the timer. Oh, sly dog.
He's had enough.
He's that'll do me.
I heard a rumor, Benny, that Pui had put some money on the bar if some of these Pink Posse boys got podiums. That's what I heard.
Well, you know, anything's possible, mate. So Dutchy takes the win. Pink will take second and third regardless because PBM's finished. He's just crossed the checkered flag. So we've got Shadow Warrior in first, Pink Posse second and third with Chook and Lightning. I think Chook's run out of fuel. Has Chook run out of fuel, or is he just slowing down?
I think he's still got some there.
Because Lightning could eat this up if he's aware. I mean, I assume they're in a team chat.
Don't know.
But he's not making big ground on him, so maybe Pui's on the phone to them. Team orders, boy. Chook takes the win.
Maybe.
It's actually that. So if we just quickly pull up the driver standings while we're looking at this, so Pink Posse are actually in fourth and fifth, 29.5 and 28 points. So the second and third here would have made a difference. It would have seen Lightning jump Chook in the driver standings. So interesting if they've made the decision not to do that, given Chook seemed to be going quite slow.
Chook's finished second there, and
Lightning's doing a little bit of a burnout up pit straight. That's very Pink Posse-esque.
Yeah.
All right, and then back into here for Furious 4 taking 6th and 7th in the race. So,
has it been a driver of the day, Benny, for you?
Oh, mate, it'd have to be Dutchy for me. The strategy that he's played out to be able to drive that far off the front. Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. So, for me, that's really got to be the win there. So, unfortunately, not the result we probably wanted to see from our teams, mate, green and red. But for the team championship, sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's the way it rolls. It's racing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, but fortunately for Pink and for Shadow Warriors, great results for them tonight. So thanks, everyone, for tuning in. It's not our normal night. This is usually the fourth Wednesday of the month, but due to State of Origin tomorrow night, we had to shuffle the night around. So thanks for making yourselves available to come and watch. Third Wednesday next month, we've got Div1 in the Porsche Cup racing at Watkins Glen. Please tune in. We've got Chook and PBM commentating that. They did a great job last week, and they'll be back again next month. And we'll be back, Rock, in a month's time on the Wednesday night, maybe with guest commentator Mickey jumping on for us. And he might even have some tunes for us. How about that? As I said, check out on SoundCloud. Mickey, great sets. Love his music. And we'll catch you all next month. Thanks, Rock.
Thanks, Benny. Thanks.